Okay, hi everybody. I hope you're all looking forward to this year's Nationals. I just wanted to run through a couple of, I think, useful tips. Cliff's already covered nutrition, so the fact that we're out on the water when we'd normally be having lunch, so you need to make sure that you've eaten well in the morning and appropriately, and you've got some snacks and energy bars and essentially water, and then maybe an energy drink with you out there, at least sort of 1.5 litres. I would say you need during the day, especially if it's a warm summer's day. So that's the food and stuff sorted. So I was just going to run through some clothing items and some storage options, just so you can keep everything together in the boat. So firstly, don't forget your sun cream, really important. Need to apply that before you go on the water. Reapply again before you go on the water. That should see you good for the day. I've actually got a little sun cream here in my buoyancy aid, so a couple of hours into the day I might reapply, especially on my face and the back of my neck. That gets quite well good. The other key thing, if you've not got a lot of hair like me, is a cap. So get the cap on there. I find it's a bit in the way during racing, so sometimes I take it off during the race, but I'll put it on between the races, try and give myself as much protection as possible. And then really, I think they're essential. I've got light blue eyes. My eyes are quite sensitive to bright light. I don't know how people sail without them, but sunglasses, a decent pair of sunglasses. That'll keep you healthy, keep the UV rays out of your eyeballs and off your head. So that's a good tip. The other thing just to think about is with the newer sail, the top corner is quite high, and if you're adding a cap as well, when you're not hiking, you sit on the side of the boat, you end up looking up at the sail, but with the new sail you're actually having to crane back a little bit further. So think about that, because you will get a stiff neck. So rather than just sitting there craning your neck up, think about just leaning your top half back a bit and leaning back a bit to look up, rather than just craning your neck up. That should keep your neck nice and safe. So a couple of storage options. I've got a roll top bag, a smallish one. I keep that. I'll keep my snacks and things like that in there. Maybe my beanie hat, which I can put on between races if I get a bit cold. I roll this up and I clip it in the front of the boat round the ring that the control lines run through to keep them tidy. But it's not very big, but that's useful. The other thing that people like to use is these hatch bags. Problem is they're not very big. If you've got your spray top here, it just won't go in, and if you take it out and put it on, then try and put it back in again, it's a nightmare. The other thing is you have to take your hatch cover off. So if it's really windy, really wavy, you've given your hatch cover that extra good twist before you left the bank, make sure it doesn't leak. You get out on the water, you can't open it. When you do open it, the thing pings off. If you've not tied it on with a lanyard, you've lost it over the side. That's a nightmare scenario. So more recently I've gone away from using these, and I use a roll top bag in the boat. I don't even have to take the hatch cover off, and I can just roll this, grab my stuff, put it away. Another tip is, this isn't particularly big, is you can have a bigger bag, and people like Sam Knight do this, and they keep it towards the back of the boat. But you can easily get a spray top in here, some spare stuff, and you're ready to go. You just roll it off. So what I've seen Sam do, which I think is really good, is very often you're quite warm when you're racing, but you get quite cold when you're sitting around. So what he does is he's got one of these bags. He finishes the race, he opens it up, he takes it out, he gets his beanie on, so he's got his head nice and warm, and then he has a jacket like this that's big enough to go over his life jacket and everything, and he just slips this on. So he doesn't have to take his life jacket off, he's not stripping everything off on the boat, he just gets this on and gets it on, gets himself nice and warm, starts rehydrating, a few snacks, some water, brilliant job. And then when the 5-minute gun goes, hat goes off, goes into his dry bag, jacket off, again hasn't had to take his life jacket off or anything, so he's not at risk of falling out of the boat with his spray top half on and half off, drowning in the straight jacket. Bag straight in the bag, rolls it up, clips it around the back of the toe straps, all sorted, no fuss, no hassle, all ready to rock for the next race. So there we go, some tips on storage, save you losing your hatch cover, get some storage that's decent so you can get a proper spray top in there. Remember, it's generally colder out on the sea than it is when you leave the bank, so even if you're warm, pop a spray top in, because you're out there for a long time, and if you get cold, that's a nightmare scenario, and you don't want to get cold. So have a beanie, have a cap, have a spray top, have a jacket you can get on everything, and then you've got all the options, you've got layers, get them on and off, and you can keep yourself comfortable and have a really nice day and keep your body safe and keep your performance up. Have a great time. Bye.